Title: The Hidden Cost of Doing Everything Yourself and How to Fix It. Let me tell you what it really costs to do it all alone, not in dollars, but in missed growth, in silent stress, in exhaustion that creeps up and chokes the joy out of the very business you once loved. Across the world, from Lisbon, Mumbai to Melbourne, the same story plays out. A small business owner starts with a dream. They pour everything into it: time, energy, money, late nights, skipped meals. At first it works. Customers come, products sell, clients book. But slowly, a problem begins. The business owner becomes the accountant, the customer service rep, the marketer, delivery person, admin, website manager, content creator, everything. And the weight builds. They tell themselves, I can't afford to hire help yet. No one will do it like I do. I'll train someone when I have time, but that time never comes. And here's the hidden danger. The business doesn't fail overnight. It slowly plateaus. The owner gets tired. Creativity drops. Customer responses take longer. Mistakes creep in. And when an opportunity to scale arrives, a bulk order, a partnership, a big client, they can't take it. Why? Because they're the bottleneck. Because everything depends on them. This isn't a story of laziness. It's a story of overcommitment. It's one of the most common business problems in the world, and also one of the most invisible. Because the people going through it often feel proud. They say, I'm doing it all by myself. But here's the truth. Doing it all alone is not a badge of honor. It's a sign of a system that's breaking. So today, I want to walk you through this problem. We'll hear stories from 3 business owners from different countries, different industries, but facing the same challenge: trying to do too much and nearly losing everything. You'll see what went wrong, how they fixed it, and what they learned. This isn't just about delegating or hiring a team, it's about mindset. It's about understanding that building a real business means building a business that can breathe without you in every corner of it. By the end of this talk, I promise you 2 things. You'll spot where this pattern may be hiding in your own work. You'll know simple, realistic steps to fix it no matter your budget, industry, or country. So, let's get into the stories. Because the cost of doing everything yourself, it's higher than you think. And there's a better way forward. Let's travel to the Philippines. Meet Lani, a talented digital artist based in Cebu. When the pandemic hit, people all over the world moved online. Lani saw an opportunity. She began posting her artwork on Instagram: custom portraits, wedding illustrations, logo designs. Within 3 months, her inbox was full. She was thrilled. Every message felt like a small victory. She took every order, said yes to every project, worked 16-hour days. Weekends? Gone. Sleep? Optional. At first, her bank account grew, but something else started shrinking: her energy. She'd wake up exhausted, drink 2 cups of coffee, and still feel like her brain was underwater. Clients began waiting longer for replies. Deadlines slipped. She redid projects she didn't remember designing. One day, a client sent a message that hit her like a punch. This doesn't feel like your usual quality. Are you okay? Lani wasn't okay. She had become a machine, not an artist. She cried quietly at her desk, wondering how something she loved had turned into a burden. And then it got worse. She missed a major deadline for a corporate client, her biggest one yet. They cancelled, and left a review that made others pause. That was her wake-up call. She took a week off, her first break in 10 months. Then she made a new plan. She raised her prices. She created a wait list. She hired a virtual assistant to handle inquiries and payment. And she blocked off Sundays no matter what as her non-negotiable rest day. Lani didn't make less money. In fact, she made more. Because now, her work was focused, her mind was rested, and her brand was respected. Her lesson? Burnout doesn't always start with stress. Sometimes, it starts with success that you don't structure. So many creators around the world are living Lani's old life, grinding non-stop in the name of hustle. But hustle without systems is a trap. And sometimes, the first business problem to solve is yourself. Now let's go to Guadalajara, Mexico. Say hello to Diego, a passionate baker with golden hands and a stubborn heart. Diego started small: 1 oven, 2 shelves, and a dream. He made everything himself: sourdough, sweet rolls, cinnamon buns. People lined up outside his little bakery by 7 a.m. By 8:30, he was sold out. A good problem to have, right? But instead of hiring help, Diego told himself, I've got this. I'll just wake up earlier. So he did. 4 a.m. became 3 a.m., then 2:30. Soon, he was doing the baking, the cleaning, the cash register, the ordering, the marketing, even fixing his own plumbing. He didn't trust others. They won't care like I do, he said. They'll mess it up. But one Friday afternoon, while mixing dough, Diego missed a step. He accidentally added double the salt to every batch. Customers came back, spitting out rolls like they'd bitten into the ocean. Word spread fast. By Monday, sales dropped by 40%. The health inspector visited. The pipes he patched himself? Leaking. He nearly got shut down. That night, Diego sat in his kitchen, head in hands, and whispered, "I can't do this anymore." Finally, he did what he should have done months ago. He asked for help. He hired a part-time baker, trained a cashier, brought in a plumber, a real one. He even outsourced his Instagram to a student with a good eye for reels. Within weeks, things changed. The shelves were full, and so was the store. Customers returned. He had time to breathe, to create, to live. Diego's lesson? Doing everything yourself isn't passion, it's control. And control will control you until it crushes your business. From Mexico to Mumbai, New York to Nairobi, this is the trap of the solo entrepreneur. The belief that asking for help is weakness. But the truth? Scaling begins with trusting others even if they don't do it 100% your way. Now, picture Lagos, the hustle capital of West Africa. Meet Ada. She sells skincare products online, imported serums, natural oils, organic soaps. Her WhatsApp was always buzzing. Instagram DMs overflowing. Orders? Non-stop. "I'm making money every day," she said proudly. But here's what she didn't say. She was manually entering every order into a spreadsheet, packaging each product herself, running delivery errands, replying to every message, shooting her own ads, sleeping only 4 hours a night. People asked, "Why not build a team?" Ada would laugh and say, "Nobody can run it like me. Besides, I'm too busy. Too busy to build a website, too busy to automate checkout, too busy to think long term." Then came Black Friday. She got over 200 orders in 48 hours. Great, right? Not quite. She mixed up shipping addresses, ran out of stock but didn't update her page. Some deliveries went missing. One influencer posted about her bad service. Refunds started rolling in. Customers got impatient. A thread on X, Twitter, started. Skincare sellers to avoid. In 2 days, her brand reputation cracked like a cheap compact mirror. That's when it hit her. Busy isn't the same as productive, and growth doesn't wait for you to have time, you make time for growth. So, Ada paused. She hired a VA to manage messages, moved her store to an e-commerce platform with auto inventory, signed on with a local logistics company. And finally, she started sleeping again. Her customers returned and new ones came in. She wasn't just a seller anymore, she was becoming a brand. Her takeaway? Being busy can feel like progress, but sometimes it's just motion. Don't confuse movement with momentum. In any country, in any business, this is common. Founders drowning in tasks, but starving their growth. If you're always working in the business, you'll never get to work on the business. Let's step back. From the burned-out artist in the Philippines, to the perfectionist baker in Mexico, to the overwhelmed seller in Nigeria, they had talent, passion, grit. But they were building alone. And worse, they were building on sand, not structure. You see, business problems often wear different faces. Burnout, stagnation, chaos. But at the core, it's usually one thing: no system, no support, no strategy. Hard work is great. But if hard work was enough, construction workers would own the world. What separates businesses that survive from those that scale? Systems, delegation. Time spent on vision, not just tasks. Ask any global brand from Tokyo to Toronto. They didn't grow by doing everything themselves. They grew by building teams, tools, and time buffers. So the next time you're drowning in work, don't just hustle harder. Ask, what can I systemize, simplify, or let go of? Because smart businesses don't grow on stress. They grow on structure. Moral lesson: business is like planting a tree. Watering it every day is good, but if it's in the wrong soil, or if you never prune, it won't grow. Don't be the business owner who's always busy, but never better. Busy is not a badge of honor, impact is. So, build systems before you burn out. Share the load before it crushes you. Rest, because a tired founder makes tired decisions. Follow for more. Enjoy stories like this that teach real lessons from real people across the world? Follow us for practical, bite-sized business truths you can apply no matter your niche, size, or stage. From solopreneurs to startup teams, we're here to help you grow without losing your mind. Subscribe for more. Every day, we drop stories that reveal the hidden traps, smart fixes, and global truths of building a business. Subscribe so you don't miss the next lesson, because the business problem you're facing might already have a global solution waiting.